Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Blade at the ready.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Keep a blade close. Where am I needed?
Never a dull moment.
Ever heard of a vampire called Cazador? Well,
Doesn't ring a bell. Why?
He's patriarch of the Tsar family. Nasty fellow, if the histories are accurate.
I imagine they are.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. It's stupid and reckless.
Well met.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero. Least I tried. No one else was doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
thought I made myself clear last time. Lose the Gith, or there's nothing more to say. I suppose we can talk some more then. Or just company for our final moments. But yes, you look like a better choice than a band of helpless refugees. Call me Shadowheart. After everything you've been through, my name gives you pause. Please. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
To start, lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. Why?
Just curious. I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, gang?
Sure. In silence.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about some pig? The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you? It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Sucker punching strangers. That's your bit, right? Wasn't any of your business, though, was it? Didn't think this contract could go any worse. Then you showed up. Don't know what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic buried in the arse end of nowhere. And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
I told...
As much love as I...
Well, boys. Looks like we got ourselves a trespasser. Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Influence, yes. But for better or worse. Until we know, I recommend a cautious approach.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it. That's no fun. My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree. Well, it's no Baldur's Gate, but at least it's some kind of civilization.
I do miss the gate, though. The Elf Song Tavern, sunset over Grey Harbour, fried fish at the docks.
Drunk young patriarchs, naked in the fountains. Ah, civilization.
Did I play games like this in my youth? Was I sweet once?
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Down, Claw! Bad girl! She's a little overexcited. Been a busy day. Lads are celebrating. Who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here, he's down...
If this is the state of their camp, how bad must the pits be?
Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up. Ripped the guts out of Joaquin's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon. And you will be worthy to stand beside them. In my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
How is it shielding us? And why? Not that I'm complaining.
No answer presents itself. The artifact is dormant. The voice and visions are gone. Curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs. No openings you can see. Yet you sense something inside it.
What a pretty thing. I imagine it's dangerous. Most pretty things are. Looks like your toy has other ideas. I think you're stuck with it.
The box doesn't yield.
Something tells me it'll take more than a few twists to break that box open.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. As you wish. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacle. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, nothing like that. Now, if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me, it's quite literally a lifesaver. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face alone. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prise them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Be you beheaded. Come, fill the front row. Not if you dare. Recoil if you must. A new age is dawning with goblins and Guess I ain't wasting arrows. Not me.
That smells delicious.
Best make us a blade in the quarry. Or be you beheaded. Goblin kind will tease you and frowk you when redded. There are important matters to discuss.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The ache builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok! Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others. Then, myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream. No need to be shy. This is a good thing. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us. Is there a reason you're such an utter drip? I mean, do you have some sort of condition? Honestly, it's like you hate good news. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun?
Something the matter? Wait. It hurts. A joyous little affliction that visits me with screaming agony on occasion. I'd be lying if I told you I know what causes it. But don't worry. Can't hurt you. Only me. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. I know. I don't understand how exactly, but I felt it go to you. It's important. Keep it close. I do, but the artifact has a will of its own, and powers to enforce it. It likely won't let me take it back. The best I can do is to stay close. Bide my time. Eventually, I'll need to take it. Then I'll have to see what can be done about that. It's not the sort of thing I can just tell anyone. Let's see if we can build up some trust first. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner and there'll be room for me. Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct. No. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Amusing. Indeed. Farewell. Laugh if you dare, recoil if you must! A new age is dawning with goblins at trust! Mountains, great mortals, all hinders to quake! The true souls are coming, the loudest will quake!
Statue. This ruin must have been dedicated to her.
Bloody racket! Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Oi! I Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Oh, beg pardon. You must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead. Well, because that's what you are, innit? One of them as hears our thoughts. And the voice of the Absolute. Like Priestess Gut and Boss Ragslin. Gods, we even got a drow now. The Absolute is gathering us all together. For something big, I reckon. Bloody racket.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Seluna's a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. I wonder what happened. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place. We don't have time for this. Besides, I already explained myself. Spare me your dramatics. I already told you all there is to tell. Let's go.
That'll be some real fun.
More Seluna idolatry. Who's throwing up her followers there?
Do you feel her inside you?
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. You know where? Yes.
At least give me a sword.
We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining! Ah!
A scrying eye. Let's not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
Question.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You sense no reaction from the unblinking eye.
Yes? We got visitors. Don't know who they are. Mercenaries, maybe?
Interesting. I wasn't expecting guests.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul in such a grotesque form. The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Dathir. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me. Why do you ask? Surely you feel the Absolute moving through me, just as I feel her in you. Now, you must hunt with me. In her name. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the Goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon. You are sure? And how did you find it? Excellent. Now, show it to me. Be my eyes.
Her mind enters yours. A splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
I see only fragments. Your mind is confused. Do what you must to clear it.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is.
We're ready for anything.
The artifact.
And the prisoner?
We're still working on it. We've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Don't play coy. It happened to you as well, didn't it? It's all over your face. Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Our prey is elsewhere. I trust you have cleared your mind. I hunger for battle. We must find the sanctuary. They are flocking to the Absolute. In sufficient numbers, they are an effective force. Expendable and willing. So close. Their fate is sealed, and you will be instrumental in the slaughter. Go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend. How noble. I prefer to win. I will gather a raiding party and move into position. You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name. And then we will be the first among her favorites.
The masterful painting she depicts of the massacre awakens you hungrily.
The Absolute brought you here for a reason. To throw open those gates so we can crush our enemies. You are honored to serve a cause, a god. You will earn her love, and the power that flows from that love. What greater reward could there be? Praise be to her. I will gather my warband and reach the grove by next light. You must make your way inside. Once I am in position, on your signal, we break them. And when they are dead, the Absolute will reward your faith. As will I. For the Absolute. Gather the raiders. It is
Yes,
time.
your ladyship. We won't let you down. How about I start following you, eh? How'd you like that?
The eye doesn't seem to notice your presence.
Oh, I don't feel right.